Well, if there was a race to the top of the craziest nutcases of the century, probably Corn Flakes inventor John Kellogg would be near the top of the running, if not a winner. This is from The Road to Wellville. I will post a reference and link below, and you can read the article in more detail if you so desire. It's quite interesting in a way. I find this interesting because it shows the attitudes in the medical community have been pretty crazy and by some people for quite some time. Kellogg's cornflake inventor John Kellogg wanted to sew your foreskin with silver wire. Why? 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 We know John Harvey Kellogg was the founder of Kellogg's Cereal Company and the inventor of Corn Flakes.
What? What?
However, around the turn of the 20th century, Kellogg became renowned for his work as an anti-masturbation crusader, prescribing unusual and borderline sadistic, I would say 100% sadistic once you read what they are, solutions to the menace of young boys and girls touching their privates. And here he is.
What?
Kellogg, the abolitionist kook nut case, whatever you want to call him. As a physician, he was a medical physician, Kellogg was professionally admired and publicly influential, and he earned a fortune publishing books discouraging masturbation. I would assume this is probably the abolitionist and a prohibitionist of alcohol and all this type of stuff. He recommended treatments for the secret vice were quite extreme. For example, he advocated that persistent masturbation in boys be treated by sewing the foreskin with silver wire, or as a last resort by circumcision without anesthesia. Female masturbation was to be treated by burning the clitoris with carbolic acid.
What?
Kellogg, like Graham, was also very concerned with dietary health, especially with the idea that consumption of meats increased sexual desire. I don't know where he gets this association from, but he's a doctor. He knows best. He's a physician. Thus, he urged people to eat more cereals and nuts and invented Kellogg's Corn Flakes almost literally as anti-masturbation food. So, after the influence of physicians like Kellogg, it should become to no surprise that many people believe that masturbation caused insanity. Well, now you know what's wrong with some of the silver pundits out there. Kellogg believed masturbation could literally kill you. If it didn't kill you, it caused cancer, UTs, and nocturnal emissions, impotence, epilepsy, insanity, and crippling disability. So, whatever. Carbolic acid, now this is what they use on the girls. Carbolic acid, it should be noted, is so poisonous that it causes instant paralysis when applied to the skin. Oh, and violent gastroenteritis, convulsions, and death when swallowed. It gets even weirder. Kellogg had another hobby. See, he's a physician. Filling his patients' asses with yogurt, he was a medical officer at Michigan's Battle Creek Sanatorium, where he invented an enema machine. Now, to make sure the inmates' intestines were clean, this machine administered gallons of water and yogurt into people's butts and mouths, thus planting the protective germs where they are most needed and may render most effective service. So here you go. Another religious nut job, expert, well admired, and made a fortune, peddling his BS around. True story. I'll post a link below, but it's just about batshit crazy cornflakes inventor John Kellogg, and this is from The Road to Wellville. How about that, huh? You thought you'd heard everything? Well, here's another true story for you. Beware of the experts with the initials after their names, too. And if the majority is all jumping on board, maybe that's not the place to be, because it seems like John Kellogg seemed to convince a hell of a lot of people that, this is the right thing to do.